I got a meeting with the governor. That's what rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends was a they said no be not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Off of play action, here's Lance. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Early in the morning. Fuck. Come on, man. I'm gonna roll this up this fucking blunt.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 31, Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
What the fuck is going on?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
No!
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about
This
that? Beating him
nigga,
down
man.
at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Man.
Quickly, but it's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a play fake. Lance.
Man, still in the pocket.
I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. The Lance going to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Penny, a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Why the fuck that shit went down there? Do I got this bitch on choke clock or something? What the fuck I got going on? What the fuck is this?
On first down, Ratliff. And he's going to get
What
a
the fuck is
solid
going
gain of
on?
9 before being brought down.
Wow.
Into the yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Hello?
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Shit, I'm just finishing blunt too, goddamn. You know it's wake and bake. I'm in the game and everything. I said,
I really wanted to show you goddamn somehow I made this little money goddamn off this little post.
all right, now you can pull up.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to
Come through the front door.
And our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay
Baby!
let's keep going. It's almost like
Baby!
they knew they were going
Cam about to pull up, just letting you know.
They have, as you said,
You about to make some tea, baby?
and get going again.
I'm about to transfer that money. You might need to grab another one. I think if we go to the dryer, I'm gonna take these blankets and wash them too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lance. Being chased out left. And it's out.
Yeah, you gonna feel that hit. You gonna feel that hit.
So possession will stay the same. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
You feel that hit, Trey.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
What the?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll run on first down. Ratliff. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was definitely what we call a defense in uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Penny running right. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw is Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Lance now on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Lance. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot him.
I'm going to keep him out the game, man, putting him back in.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They
come to the front door, man. They cold as shit out there.
Deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Ratliff. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. Now the 49ers have retaken the lead.
Yeah.
Plenty of scoring here.
When I set it up underneath my business business account.
Touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Gold's able to tackle on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
You spend like $5, $6 to get shares. He was like, they might pull that shit every week, and I don't know $5, $6 coming out my shit every week.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Don't forget you gotta pay taxes on that. Don't forget you gotta pay taxes on that. Yeah. Please don't forget. They make money. They know how they do it, man. That's why I say it's easy for these youngsters nowadays. They're just so blinded by all the other shit.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you
I
start
didn't get a chance to look at it.
what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Another league on there. Another money league. Not doing too well in this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ratliff, and he'll get about 3 here as he's
Oh
out to
my
the
God.
30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson now. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Bruised ribs. Oh, you sitting
The
down.
game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down,
And they got
would be
bruised
looking
ribs.
his way, and they did.
To
For
the
big
bench he go.
yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything.
Yeah, when I go to
keep the
set
ball
my
in his
shit up,
hands.
I'm gonna set up the, you know what I'm saying, on the business page, and I know them shit is gonna go crazy. 'Cause I got a bunch of people already.
On 1st down, Carson.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking about with the little young cat. You know what I'm saying, the one that be doing the videos. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Jackson. Flush to his right.
Why the
And
fuck?
this one is incomplete.
Why the fuck?
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't
I hate them
complete
all,
a
man.
pass like happened there, but he needs a
I
few
traded for that
to get his
nigga,
guys
man.
Hey, I told him, let me see why I'm trying to
Leads
do
me to
it.
believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going up for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That nigga came out to the field? Where he at?
Huh?
Where he stayed?
Oh, this nigga stay in South Georgia. This is another nigga. That nigga,
How
wow.
much you had to pay him for the year?
And they $500. Cheap as fuck. They said, man, I really should have myself out there. He's like, you know,
Throwing, Jackson.
$100.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass rusher extraordinaire, defensive that time, getting the sack. Down 4 late, gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Ain't got no choice.
Here we go, it's Jackson on 4th down. He's gonna let it fly. Touchdown!
Let's go.
Paris Campbell.
Let's go.
Second touchdown of the game.
Let's go, Paris.
And the Seahawks
Nah, he hurt. Yeah, I had to sit him down. He got bruised ribs. I got Paris Campbell too,
Might be
though.
seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
Yeah, 4th quarter. I'm losing.
Your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead
That was
and throw
big.
one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
I had no choice because he was still behind him a little bit, and I had to.
That's when you go throw it.
No, because he could keep the inside on me if he switch. If he a good user, he'll keep the inside on me. He been doing that all game. So I'm like, yeah, I had to get it to where I can get that ball in the air, and then I can give it time to control. And I took that inside on him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yep. No, he didn't get
This
a
will
field
not
goal.
be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
When y'all season start? Sorry, ass upstairs. Corey thing. What a warm up.
That Corey ain't
49er offense set to get this
Oh,
drive
he done got
underway.
smart.
They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation.
Yeah, one good pat on him, he done now. Because he already been hurt.
On these
They
situations.
practice this all the time, don't they?
One good pat.
They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Man, see how he came back in? If I'd have stayed on, he would have caught that shit. Shit.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh!
Defense loses him. It's complete.
Man, how the fuck that nigga get? Ooh, boy, you said there's time left?
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That's into a sea of bodies, and it's
Yeah. Big.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn this ball game.
I don't know. I'd have ran the ball and took that bitch to overtime, boy. Look, 9 seconds, nigga. I'm not doing nothing else but running that bitch. I don't know. I don't fucking know. we going to overtime, nigga.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll take this for a short
Yeah, I
gain.
don't know what the fuck he was
To be
thinking.
the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
Why?
And what I mean by that is in the old days,
Oh, COVID.
pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big
What you
thing
mean?
was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Other shit that we be doing, this perfect for
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their postseason
You
hopes
talking
as they
about?
at least get back.
like this is my little trademark.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.
You got you talking in it too?
Is my broadcast partner and our entire crew.
Okay, yeah.
We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Coach Bell.